Numbers 18 and verse 21 says, "Behold, I have given all the tithes of Israel to the Levites for their inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. Greetings and shalom." I'm going to share some quick biblical insight on tithing. First of all, tithing is not biblical here in America because the Most High did not choose to place his name here, not according to 2 Chronicles 6 and 6. "I have chosen Jerusalem that my name might be there." So in the Old Testament, the Most High only interacted with Jacob's descendants. Jacob had 12 sons, if you know anything about his people, and each of his sons gave birth to a nation of people. The Levites he took from Jacob, and he gave them a job. Their job was to minister unto him as well as to the congregation, which would be Israel. And when the Most High gave Israel an inheritance, which would be land, he left the Levites out because they were the ones who he was interacting with throughout the 5 books of Moses, the Torah. And Israel had to make sure that they provide food for them whenever they would encounter a Levite, because they did not have no land. Now, when Israel would provide food for the Levites had to take 10% of that food and give it to the priests, because the priests were the ones who made daily sacrifices. So they could not leave the sanctuary, and the Levites had to make sure they take care of the priests. So that's what the food was when you go back and read the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, and what it was talking to and who the inheritance was at that time. So he went on and said, "Remember the Levites, because they have no part, no inheritance with thee. And remember to provide food for them as long as they remain in the land of Canaan, the land where he chose to establish his name as well as his people." Okay, so stop paying tithes. It's not going to benefit you here in America, because it was only talking to the nation of Israel when they were a nation at the time. Israel is 2 nations now. You have the nation of Israel, and now you have the nation of Judah. Shalom.